Hi everybody, I'm Meredith and I'm a Star Beauty Guide here at LimeLight by Ocone, and today I am going to talk about two of my favorite tools that I wouldn't be without, and they are bonus because they each do double duty. So the first one I'm talking about is our Blenderful. It is it's more than just a regular blending bud. It's super soft. Yeah, I put some foundation on, so it's kind of stained. I haven't washed it yet. It's super soft. It's, Allie, what do you think? This is my little helper back here, Allie.
It feels really good. It's kind of like a sponge too, so when you put the water, you have to squeeze it out.
That's right. When we use it, we get it wet and we squeeze it out. I even wrap it in a towel. So we're going to talk about the Blenderful, and we are also going to talk about our brush number 2. It's like an all-purpose brush, and I use it a couple different ways. So first, let's talk Blenderful. So my eyes, except for my mascara, are done. I always do my eyes first, just because of fallout. I do my eyes before foundation. I know some people do foundation first. It's kind of a personal preference. So here's my foundation palette. And this is my own personal one, so I dip into this. You can see it's kind of messy. I use Olive 1, and then this is Concealer 1 for redness, and Concealer 3 just kind of for spot on my face. For under eyes, I do use Concealer 0 if I need it. Today, they're looking pretty good, so I'm not going to worry about it today. So I am going to use the Blenderful on half of my face. And this is actually how, so I dip it directly in here because, again, this is my personal makeup that I use just for me. If I was doing this on a client or someone else, I would scrape a little out and warm it up first, like on a palette, and then go directly from there. But here I just go directly in, and we are going to bounce, bounce, bounce all over my face.
Bouncy,
so,
bounce.
Yeah, bouncy, bounce, bounce. So when I do Allie's makeup for dance, because she dances, she's on a performance squad, right? When I do her makeup, for especially recital, when she needs foundation, she doesn't need it on, her normal like performance days, but for recital, when they're on the big stage, and sorry, I'm kind of looking off to the side because that's where my mirror is. When I do her foundation, I used to use a foundation brush, and she hated it, right? Did you like how that felt when I used the brush? No, she didn't. But when I moved to LimeLight, and I never cared for beauty blenders before, honestly, before I tried this Blenderful, because they never felt like they were doing a good job. So, but anyhow, when I moved to LimeLight and I started using the Blenderful, and I said, all right, let's try this on you, Allie. Yeah, you can see her face. She really liked how it felt. It was smooth. Well, you tell them. How did you?
It felt really good because it was smooth. It felt like a sponge, but it wasn't like, those hard cleaning sponge. It did not feel like that. It felt like a really soft sponge. It felt like, because the LimeLight brushes are really soft too, so that's why I like LimeLight too.
Okay. So there I've done half of my face with my Blenderful. Okay. So that's use number 1 for my Blenderful. Remember we talked we were going to have double duty today? So that's use number 1 for my Blenderful. So another way I found, and this is not a traditional thing, but for mornings when it's quick, and I am a mom of 3, we have busy mornings sometimes. Right now, summer, so it's kind of laid back, but how about school? Is school coming?
I love school.
She does love school. School's coming, and we all know how those mornings can be. So sometimes I don't have time to do the Blenderful for my foundation, but I still want something. So what I've done is I take the large brush. Again, this is our brush number 2. It's just a large powder brush. Dab, dab, dab. Again, my personal foundation. You don't need much. You see, I'm not getting much in there. And I'm going to blend. Okay.
By the way, she's a great makeup artist.
Oh, thanks, Al. I'm going to go back in, get a little bit more. And again, however much you need is going to depend on the coverage that you're looking for. But this is a super quick, easy way to get your foundation on if you're in a hurry in the morning and you're like, oh, I don't have time to do, the full face, the contour, all that stuff. And here I'm kind of even going to go back and just kind of blend that side. But yeah, I mean, there you go. I'm going to dab in one more time and swirl a little, and I'm good for my foundation. So that was, and remember, always blend down into your neck, into your ears. You don't want that foundation, you know, line that you see a lot of times. You don't want that. So I'm blending, but there you go. So this side with the brush, this side with the Blenderful. Okay, so those are our first uses for these products, or these tools, sorry. So really quick, I'm going to, I grabbed, Allie, would you go in my drawer? I accidentally grabbed blush. Would you go grab the bottom drawer and get the other small packet like this that has the powder?
Okay.
Okay. Real quick, I am going to just do a little bit of bronzer.
Is this it?
Oh, I had the powder. I didn't get the bronzer. That is it. See? Okay. So here, I'm just going to use a tiny bit of bronzer, almost as like a contouring. Again, I don't need much. I'm looking for quick right now. Then I am going to use, so these are blushes 4, 5, and 6. 6 is glowing. That's a highlight.
I love glowing.
You weren't in the film. Here, come over here, tell them.
I love glowing.
She does love glowing. She seriously loves glowing. I'm going to go with number 4 today. These are so pigmented, ladies. Literally, like, that's enough. And that's probably even too much. So I'm just going to dab a little. All right. Okay. And that, again, was probably even too much. So I'm going to take and I'm just going to blend out a little bit with my large brush. So now we're going to get to the actual use, the intended use of the large brush, and that is for setting powder, if I can find it. Here we go. So this is our perfect pressed powder. Looks white, it goes on clear, it goes on translucent, it doesn't add any color, it doesn't add anything, it just, scoot over some, they can't see your face, babe. It just sets your foundation, it sets your makeup, and it holds it in place, and it makes your skin look flawless, okay?
It's not like face paint, it's not like white face paint, it's just...
You're hearing it from the boss back there. Does mommy use this on you? Mm-hmm. This is perfect too if we have any dance moms out there, or gymnastics moms, or cheer moms, anybody who is putting makeup on those little faces and they're jumping and sweating and dancing and whatever. This will set them along with the 10 years younger finishing spray. It's going to set their makeup and it's not going to move. So again, dab. You don't need much of this. And we're going to brush it on. So we now have use number 2 for, ironically enough, brush number 2 of the large brush. So you can use it kind of as it is intended, as a powder brush, right? Or you can use it to put your foundation on, okay? So that is our double uses for this. Now remember, I said we're gonna have 2 uses for our little Blenderful too. Oh, somebody else is trying to come in too, my son. You think he wants in the makeup video? Do you want in the makeup video, John? Oh, he says no. Okay, so there's no secret that I am not 20 anymore. I wish I was, but I'm not.
But you look like it.
Oh, thanks, baby. So sometimes, I'm gonna get close. Now, Sotox has helped with this so much. But sometimes if you do have these fine lines under your eyes that you don't want to worry about your makeup setting into, finishing spray. Okay, the finishing spray. So what I do, and again, I don't have my mascara on yet, okay? I do this before my mascara. My mascara is my last thing I put on. I'm going to spray my face in an X first. That's going to set my makeup, okay? That's the first step. Then, if you really want to go in and set under your eyes and keep that makeup there and keep it from setting in your fine lines, the Blenderful is the perfect tool to do that. So we're gonna spray pretty generously with our finishing spray, and we're gonna go in and we're gonna dab, dab, dab. Remember the Blenderful? We dab, dab, dab.
Dabby dab dab.
So we're gonna dab under your eyes, maybe on your forehead, you know, anywhere you're worried about fine lines or your makeup moving. This is just going to give it that extra little oomph to stay put. So Blunderful. You can use it to, and actually you could even dry if you wanted to. Now mine is damp right now, so clearly it's not going to work. But you could even apply your powder if you wanted to. If you had a couple of these, you could apply your powder with this too. If you wanted to do that, what's it called, baking, you know, where you put it on kind of thick. You could use, yeah, baking, not baking like in the kitchen. She likes to bake, not baking like that. You could use this, dab it into the powder. And again, this is damp, so it's not going to work as well. And dab that on your eyes as well, or anywhere you wanted to bake the powder. But you can use it for foundation. You can use it to blend concealer, and you can also use it to get your setting spray and get that in for your wrinkles. Your number 2 large brush, you can use it for powders, and you can also use it for quick foundation. So there you have it. I am going to go put some mascara and some lip products on so I'm not looking so scary. Finish up this face. All right. Does Mom look like, a zombie? What? She's nuts. She's nuts. But anyhow, there you have it. Double duty products, right? Double duty tools. You can, these tools are professional tools. They will do exactly what they say they're going to do, and they will change your makeup game. I promise. All right. Everybody, have a good day. I'm Meredith. I'm a Star Beauty Guide here at LimeLight by Alcone, and that's my little helper.
Bye.
Bye.